With me in studio, Gil Cohen. He's the CTO of Comsec Global. Israel being obviously startup nation, important to note. Not many were hit by this around Israel.
Yeah.
But when Edward Snowden comes online and blames the NSA for this specific cyber attack, is he right?
I would have very surprised if this was not the case, and the NSA was not to blame, because obviously they found this vulnerability, and when security agencies, I'm a security agency consultant myself, I cannot tell you which because then I have to kill you, and when a security agency finds a vulnerability, they have two options, either to responsibly disclose it to the vendor, to Microsoft in this case, or to make a cyber weapon out of it. But every coin has two sides. And obviously, Edward Snowden and Microsoft themselves can blame the NSA for not responsibly disclosing it. But this cyber weapon, perhaps the NSA used it in order to hack into terrorist-owned servers and stole information that actually saved lives. So there are two sides for this story, and it's not that simple story.
It's not that simple. Is it true that at the end of the day it was a young kid in Britain and that figured it out and solved it for everybody? Yeah,
actually it's a funny story because he was an accidental hero. He actually found this long host name, a long URL that this malware actually tried to access, and he accidentally discovered a kill switch. And when he registered this domain, he found that this domain is not registered. When he registered it, he actually prevented the whole attack from further attacking.
I'm telling you, as you said, an accidental hero. And Paul Prattley, still with us from the UK, head of the investigations at MWR. That's a bit concerning, isn't it? That it was solved actually by mistake, accidentally, by somebody half my age.
Half solved. So what we're expecting to see is many more variants to come out potentially, which do not have this kill switch. We're fully expecting to see another wave of this malware coming out without the kill switch included, which was a mistake from the malware authors, and expect to see variants that use other wormable vulnerabilities from the NSA tools, like an RDP vulnerability that's not patched in legacy operating systems yet. So, more to come, we expect.
More to come, we expect. And Gil Cohen, without killing me, because I know you know everything, what should be done?
Well, you should treat a cyber incident as an inevitable outcome of this era that we live in. And there will be another event. And you need to, if I may quote the NIST, the National Organization, they treat cyber event, they have 5 different steps of treating a cyber incident. First, you have to identify that you need to prepare for this event. Then you need to protect and to detect if the protection actually was bypassed. And then you need to respond and perhaps to recover from this event. And we in Comsec, we have a ransomware readiness service that actually examines the whole different chain of events and the different steps and to make sure that you can actually detect and prevent and recover from such events.
And as Paul said, something that's very important for every citizen of the world to figure out and install. I want to thank you both for joining us this morning. Thank you so much.